So what I want to do with you today is go over all of those homework assignments you turned in this morning. So we had a ton of textbook problems in which we looked at solving solving systems of equations that we could solve using substitution or elimination. So what I'll do is put up those answers. And as we work through the problems and check them, if you have questions or you want to see the work and solution, I'll gladly work out and solve any of those. And if you just have general questions, I'm available to answer those as well. So let's start with number 15 from page 147. Okay, so in number 15, we had 5, 2. 16, you had -1, -3. 17, you had 6, -2. 18, -6, 2. 19, -4, 3. 20, 5, -1. 21 is an infinite number of solutions. 22 is -2, -4. 23 is 8, 4. 24 is -6, 2. And we jumped at that point down to 27. So in 27, we had a word problem, and it said that there were 38 people playing tennis, doubles and singles combined. Write a system to represent the number of singles and doubles matches. So you had x plus y, where x was representing your singles, y representing your doubles. Actually, I flip-flop that. Y representing your doubles, or your singles, and x representing your doubles. So you had x plus y equals 13, because there were 13 total games. And then you had 4x plus 2y, because it takes 4 players for a double and 2 players for a single, equaling 38 total players. Solving that system, you got 6 doubles and 7 singles. Alright, so our second homework assignment focused on using the elimination method. So elimination is where you eliminate a variable. So in 28, using that method, you got 3, 3. In 29, you got 0, 4. So remember, that's like saying x equals 0, y equals 4. We typically give systems of equations solutions as coordinate points, because they also represent graphs of lines. So all of these graphs are lines that are intersecting, so they have independent solutions. So number 30, you got -5, -4. Number 31, we got no solution, which means those lines are parallel. 32, you got -5, -3. And 33, we got 8, -16. In 34, you got -2, -4. In 35, you had U equals 5 and V equals 4. 36 was infinite. So when you simplified, you got 0 equals 0, which tells me that any value for C and D will work. 37, you got G is -4 and H is 5. 38, J, 8, K, -3. 39, M, 6, N, -6. And then 40, it says the sum of 4 times a number. So what that meant is you had a 4n and 6 times a second number. So that would be a 6 times another number. Again, looking down at that word problem, you would use 4 and you could have x plus 6y equals 36. And then it says the difference, so that means we're subtracting the two, of 5 times the second number, and, so that's 5y, and 3 times the first number, so 3x, means equals 49. So in number 40, your two equations should have looked like this. 4x plus 6y equals 36. 5y minus 3x equals 49. And then you could rearrange your terms to eliminate them. So I would multiply my top by 3. And I would multiply my bottom by -4, or by +4, sorry. So when you do that, your elimination, so 3 times the top, gave you 12x plus 18y equals 108. And then 4 times the bottom, and rearranging your terms, gave -12x, positive 20y, 196. And then adding those together, the x's cancel, and you get 38y equals 108 plus 196, so 304. And then take 304 and divide it by 38, and we get 8. And again, you could see that that was our answer down here. So the second number was 8. And then to get the first number, you plugged that back in and solved for x. So you would have had 36 minus 6 times 8, which gave -12. Divide -12 by 4. And you got x equals -3. Okay? So, that kind of summarizes our homework assignments from the past 2 days. What I would like to do in order to prepare for our quiz coming up on Tuesday is to focus on more problems like these. So in your packets, you have the 3-2 skills practice. In your 3-1 notes packet, you have the 3-1 skills practice. So what we're going to do with the remaining time for class today is work on those 2 packets and make sure that we fully understand how to solve each system, how to use substitution and elimination, as well as understanding what those solutions mean. So I'll just start with number 1 on the 3-2. This is using substitution. So I'm just going to review how to use substitution. Now again, most of these problems are not going to be able to be done in that note packet. You're going to need to use extra space because you need more work than the tiny little bit of space provided to you on this page. So this one's actually set up really easy for elimination as well, but the directions say substitution. So what I'm going to do is solve the bottom equation for A by adding B to the other side. And then I'm going to replace A in the first equation with that substituted part. So I get -4 plus 2b equals 20. I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So I get 2b equals 24, or b equals 12. So again, you can see how it's illogical to do these problems on this handout. You need a ton more space. But solving just for b isn't enough. We need to go back and plug b in to solve for A. So you get -4 plus 12, which is 8. So that's like the coordinate point, 8, 12. So what that means is if I were to graph both of these equations, their graphs would intersect at the point 8, 12. Intersecting lines are independent with one solution. Okay? And then the next set of problems says to use elimination. So we're going to add these together and eliminate a variable. So when I add the 2 equations together, I get 5t. Negative u plus u is 0. And then 17 plus 18 is 25. Divide both sides by 5. And we get t equals 5. And then we have to plug that back in. So you get 2 times 5 minus u is 17. So subtract 10 from both sides. And we have negative u equals 7. So u is -7. So again, I want you to use the remainder of class to work on this and to work on the 3-1 as well.